Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's class. My name is Manisha, and I am joining here from Toronto, snowy city today. I have been practicing Sahaja Yoga since early 80s, fortunately, and this is my chance to meet you tonight. Today we will have a couple of stories of Shri Mataji first, after obviously raising the Kundalini and a short meditation. And then we will have a collective foot soak. Then we have few announcements. And at the end, we will have a workshop. So let's get started with raising our Kundalini and putting ourselves in Bandhan. Let's put our attention inside us. Let's put attention on our Kundalini. And let's slowly watch how our Kundalini is rising. Swadhisthana, the second center. And let's bring our attention on Nabhi at the level of the navel. Heart. Vishuddhi, the throat. Agya chakra, the forehead. And Sahasrara. Let's just enjoy the bliss at Sahasrara. So I'm going to share a couple of stories with you today, and keep your hands open as if we are in meditation, and just listen to the story. Both are collective stories with Shri Mataji in person. And of course, with both the stories, she taught us a lot, like anything else, any other experience in Sahaja Yoga. So the first anecdote is sometime late 80s, if I remember well. We had a big public program in Mumbai, a place called Dadar, and we all prepared very well for the program. But there was some movement going on in India. Some people were protesting, saying that there are a lot of blind faith around India, and they also started saying Sahaja Yoga is a blind faith. So the protesters were everywhere, and our public program is going to start. It was in a school ground, open ground, and at the entrance of the ground, these protesters were standing and saying some things against Sahaja Yoga, obviously without any basis. So we all yogis are wondering what these people are shouting, what we should be doing, but nobody said anything because we just following whatever Shri Mataji was guiding then. So it happened that any person entering the hall was, the playground, practically entering with one hand saying a flyer saying Sahaja Yoga is a blind faith, and other hand with the flyer saying, oh, we have 50 or 100, whatever programs in Mumbai, you can join any one of them free anytime. So it was like a little different situation than a normal public program. And then Shri Mataji came, all public came, and program started. While Shri Mataji's speech was on, uh, we could still hear these people shouting on the background, but it was a little lower voice because she was obviously on a microphone of a big ground. But we yogis still felt, like now Shri Mataji going to give realization and these people will be shouting at the background. But see how the dignity Shri Mataji did. She could have easily said, because we rented a ground, she could have said police and asked these people to go. But in all her love, she didn't do any of this kind. But she used a very different diplomacy. After her talk was over, usually Shri Mataji would give realization right away, as you might have seen in some of the videos. But that day she didn't give realization right away. I think this was the first and the only program I have seen where Shri Mataji actually said, let's have 10-15 minutes of break. And you can go to the nearby area, have a drink water or a tea or whatever you want, or go to the washroom. And in 15 minutes, we start realization. So obviously, some of us left the place to go out to the nearby shop. So that time, these people who were shouting outside thought our program was over and they all left. So when after 15 minutes, everybody was back in, no more people protesting, and we had a beautiful realization session followed by a lot of music. And then Shri Mataji was waiting there another maybe couple of hours. All the new seekers coming on the stage, giving her a hand, asking personal questions, and practically 3 hours of beautiful program after these people who were shouting left. So that in this experience, she showed us how diplomatically the whole situation was handled without saying a word, without asking help from anyone. Maybe this is not just for Sahaja Yoga, but in our daily life, this experience we all can implement one day or the other. This was one of the examples. Another story I would like to share. This was a little different, and this was in Alibag, is a place near Mumbai. So after 1 week of seminar in Ganpati Pule, which was at the beach, away from Mumbai, we all used to travel back home, and next day right away, we used to go for a seminar in Alibag, which was again like 3 hours drive from Mumbai. I'll tell you why I'm saying all this. So we reached Alibag after travel, And same where the people who were coming from all different countries were traveling in a tour as well. And we all came to Alibag, and they said, yes, there will be the program. Yes, no, yes, no. Finally, program was cancelled and time for evening dinner. And then I remember there was an announcement. They said, all those who are coming from Mumbai, please have your dinner and we will board the buses and we leave. We were like maybe one or two buses coming from Mumbai. So we all went, had our dinner, and we were ready to board the buses. And that time when we were in the buses, we still had a feeling like we had dinner, but we had all these visitors. They should have had dinner first, though they were staying in Alibag. But we had this little bit feeling in our thought, in our heart. And that very time, we said, no, buses are not leaving because Shri Mataji has called you back at the stage. So all of us from Mumbai went back. And there we could see Shri Mataji as a mother, very strict and very loving at the same time. So she was really upset with all those who are from Mumbai because it was our country and there were people coming from all different countries and we ate before them without offering them the food. So as a mother, collectively, she was not happy with us. And she told us that what we did was absolute wrong. We should have served them first. And actually what has happened, that food was actually over and they had to recook it again because it seems they didn't count the correct number or whatever. But what we did collectively was a big mistake. But not just she told us it's a mistake, she showed we must correct it. So she asked us to wait till the food was cooked. Then she asked all Westerners, visitors, sit in a line. And she told all of us, now you go and serve them. And Shri Mataji herself was there with us, walking between the rows, checking that each person has got proper food or not. So you could see at the same time the love for her, for all those who were visiting, were not well attended. And she herself makes sure that we are attending them very well. I still remember I was holding the rice and I still remember she called me from the far, come here, this gentleman doesn't have rice. So she was watching how we are serving. Are we doing our job correctly or not? So she not just corrected us, she made us face our mistake. So we saw one time, one place, the strictness, the discipline, the anger of a mother. On the other side, we could see the love and the compassion with which she corrected us, as well as the love and the compassion for those who were not well attended by us. After we served everything, everybody was well fed. Then she said, now you can go home. So it was like really beautiful experience for me, especially because I was very young. I was a teenager. So I haven't learned much about what is the qualities of being a mother or a housewife. So it was very good learning experience for everybody. I remember she said, here onwards, you should always attend them very well, go to the market, get the best vegetables, get the best food, cook for your visitors and serve them and give them love. And I think that's what we all do in Sahaja Yoga all the time. So these were my two experiences I wanted to share today. So I think it's time for our foot soak. So let's bring the water nearby. I hope everybody has already prepared. We have already raised our Kundalini, so we can straight start with the foot soak. Let's vibrate the water with our right hand. Let's put our feet inside the water. Let's put both our hands towards the Mother Earth or towards the water. Let's give away all our anxieties, all our worries. All our stress. Let's give away all our anger, any sadness. Let's bring our left hand on our lap, right hand still towards the water or the Mother Earth. Mother, please clean any impure knowledge within me, any conditionings, any worries, any sadness. Please clean all my guilt, please clean any bad memories from my past, from my childhood. Help me to forgive everyone, including myself. Let's bring back the hand on our lap, left hand towards the sky. Oh, Mother, please fill up my right side with the divine cool breeze. Please remove any wandering attention, anger, all my excess of activity, excess of thoughts, over responsibility, aggression, reactions, and ego. Now you can bring both hands the level of the heart. Mother, please clean my impure attention. All my attention in materialism. All my fear. Fear about the future. All my individualism. Please make me collective being. Please help me to forgive everyone and forgive myself. Please help me to be in present. You can bring our right hand few inches above our head and see if you feel cool breeze. You can bring down the hand, take the left one. Now we can rinse our feet and we will watch Shri Mataji's talk.
May God bless. Fuck off. If you want to analyze anything on the basis of your rationality, you are too stunned. It's beyond you. It's fantastic. It is too much. It's really beyond. Now think of it, you have got realization. Can you believe it? That you can in your lifetime. If somebody had told you this, you would never have believed it. That how can you get your realization in this earth? Of course you are seeking, because people were saying you have to seek, also you felt you have to seek, but you never thought that this will materialize like this, that you will get your realization. Then after getting realization, you could not feel what it was. As if you have dropped into the ocean and you don't know what is the dimension of this ocean. How far you have gone into it. What is it? Where are we? What is our purpose? To add up to all the mess, we become thoughtless. So you cannot even find out as to rationally what it is. So the immensity of this experience, the glory of your mother's coming, or the precious gift of your self-realization, nothing can be realized through your understanding. Try to think. What have you got? Can you measure it with your understanding? Can you understand what has happened? No, you cannot. Because rationality cannot give you the dimensions into which you have fallen. The rationality is actually broken up. There is no rationality left now anymore to even communicate as to what you have been seeking and where have you landed. So the only method you have got now, or only way is left to you, for a drop which has become an ocean, is to dissolve more in the ocean, so that you feel the ocean at least, and to communicate with other drops in such a way that you know the whole through all of them. But this rationality is the worst thing that plays tricks with you, which deviates you from understanding that whatever life you have led so far has been on a very material, gross life. You came out of it, you have grown out of it, you have come up. Now, to blossom, to become fragrant, you have to give up rationality. That's a binding. Try to avoid rationality. Try to avoid arguments. Try to avoid giving reasons. And even now, I find sometimes Sahaja Yogis give an explanation of psychology. She might be insecure mother. This is typically somewhere read in the book. Because of insecurity somebody does that. Actually, now we have seen in Sahaja Yoga that most of the so-called insecure are the most aggressive people. They play tricks with others, spoil their lives, and enjoy it. They are the greatest sadists ever born. We have seen these people. She's insecure, and that's how they play tricks with themselves. Now, once you understand that you are not to play tricks with yourself, why do you want to play tricks with yourself? You have to be yourself, that's all. We should not be our own enemies, are we? So once you start facing yourself, you will like yourself. You won't feel disgusted. Because that what yourself I'm talking about is glorious, is beautiful, is without any kalank on that, is absolutely detached. But first of all, your attention has to accept it, that this detachment is my life. I'm a different personality. Detachment is my nourishment. Detach yourself. One gentleman came to see me in my house. I had a very beautiful lamp and he liked it. I said, you have it? He was so amazed. See? His wife telephoned to me, how could it be? How could you give away such a nice lamp? I said, what's that? Am I going to carry it with me when I die? Is it going to go with me? Just see rationally. If he has liked it, better have it. I have so many lamps in the house. If he takes one, what does it matter? She said, but you see, I asked my husband, will you give this lamp like this if you had to her? He said, no, I would not. I would not, he said. He was very honest. He said, I would not. But still, I can't understand why not. So, till the last end we are holding on to something very little there. This even a little bit is holding the sari. You know that. That can hold the whole sari. Even a little bit is attaching to the sari. The sari can be held back. The whole thing you can hold it with one little pin. All these small pins that are there, the hangs up, are to be denied, to be seen, going further. Look at yourself. Oh, that's Mr. Ego. All right, now, let me see. How do you go back? To see all those things. You see, as a play, you should see yourself. And then play tricks with your ego and superego. Actually, they are playing tricks with you. Once you are a master, you play tricks with them. So many times I've said so many things. And they are again, then after some time, people start talking about it. Within 1 or 2 months after that, it comes as a scientific proof or things like that. You have seen that many a times it has happened. Now, when I say something, I'm sure about it. What I say, I never say anything but the truth. I know that I'm saying only the truth. But I do not go inside and find out whether it is the truth or not. I don't read a book to find out. I don't ask you. I have faith in myself, full faith in myself. One has to understand that the source cannot flow unless and until it expands the flow of it. Like the river Thames. We went to see the river Thames, the place from where it starts. It's a small little stream from seven streams, little, very little, we can say trickling down. It has become a river Thames. Supposing it does not widens, that will stop at the beginning only. It cannot come out. It cannot flow. It's not because it is angry or upset or anything like that, but by the nature of its flow, only it cannot flow. What to do? So that is what it is. That one has to give compassion to others. It should not be formal compassion or affected one, but should be a natural one. Very natural, spontaneous, feeling from within. It's not an expression of your ego or superego or over sentimentality, but is a kind of a understanding that he is a Sahajogi, you are a Sahajogi, you are brothers. Not the way the brothers have been, but a different type of brothers who are spiritual brothers. You are spiritual people. So this compassion has to be there, and unless and until you develop that compassionate, fatherly or motherly feelings for others, I mean, I am a mother of a person who is about 108 years of age. You have to really mother others and have that feeling of compassion and love for others.
So let's put our attention on the top of our head and then just absorb vibrations from the talk which we just heard in few moments of silence. Let's watch once again on the top of our head, few inches with our right hand. Now let's see with the left hand. We can slowly open our eyes, and we have a couple of announcements before we break into the breakout rooms for the workshop. So the first reminder, next Sunday, again we have similar program of personal experiences and stories with Shri Mataji, and I believe as well the foot soak, and that will be our day 107. So please don't miss. I think it's Thanksgiving, but I hope you all can make it. Next slide, please. Uh, we have a 21-day course schedule here. the Joy of Spirit, starting day 1 on November 27th. And it is going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8:45 New York time, same Zoom link. This is like additional programs we are going to do. Then all what 108 days we'll be doing. Continue, please. There is also Sahaja Yoga seminar in person. Time to meet. Come on, offline and see in person. That's in Florida. It's bit advanced level, so you all can learn. Details are here already on the screen, and maybe will be emailed to you. There is an email how you can sign up on Florida. It's December 30 till Monday morning, January 2nd. I have been to this seminar. It's really awesome. I recommend you all to go there. I hope I can make myself as well. The next one, please. Now, the time for our workshops. So don't go still, time more ahead. We will break into the rooms and we'll have our workshop shortly. Meantime, our tech team does that. We can just sit in silent meditation.